even handle it. Okay, first I get spanked from Facebook, and then we got to start a show. Miss Kitty's here. She's like here, but look at kids, the face don't move. She's just here on audio, and then next to her we got Luke, who looks like I'm just gonna call him COVID tonight. Like I can't even with him. He was calling me earlier, like, my kid got kicked out of daycare because they haven't got tested. Well, bitch, that's why they wanted you to get tested. Look at your face.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Oh, no.
I'll get to that later.
Honey, did you have a bad day? Did your hookup go wrong?
Look, I've got a lot to talk about, including our premiere.
Okay.
Did he have not enough quarters?
It's a woman that wears red lipstick.
You slept with
red
a woman?
lipstick on daytime TV.
Sally Jesse's back in Australia. All right. Oh my God. Okay, so besides us tonight, so we got Miss Kitty's here, we got Luke up above me, Katie's in the house. Hey Katie, how you doing?
I'm a little sleepy. I got no sleep last night. Watching all the scary movies.
Oh, this crazy fool. And then we got Miss Marie. How you doing?
I was up all night with my twin sister. One of our family dogs passed away. Her dog. So.
Girl, I just can't be related to you no more. There's too many deaths. Look, your father got to be.
It comes in threes. It was my dog, then my dad, now my sister's dog. And we've had him for 10 years. So
I don't think the dogs count, bitch. I don't think the dogs.
They
count.
do. They are family members. Yes, they are.
Your dad.
I'm with Marie. They count.
They count.
They count.
Okay, good. Well, then it's over with because your dad was real annoying going on a Friday.
Oh, boy.
I can't.
Are you glad this was a silent passing, Jeff? It didn't bother you this one.
It's really convenient. I can't be bothered on a Friday night. Like, it was just like. And then you got to try to clean out his house. There's Miss Kitty, you back?
Yes, I don't know what was going on, but I could only hear Luke. I couldn't hear anybody else.
Oh, it does
that.
Girl.
It happens.
Oh, no. I was talking so much shit about you because we could see your picture. I was like, she said, that's Botox in town, kid.
Actually, Kat, have they opened Botox back up over there yet?
No, they haven't. That's why you just get a screen and that's blank and not my actual talking.
Because look, I want to get it done. Do you think I need fillers more or Botox? Look at here. Look at that shit.
You look fine.
You look great, but I like to do both. I like to do
just smash it.
A forehead and filler under the eye.
I guess I've just given up completely because I just look like I got hit by a bus. Yep. Let's just
No, you do not.
Right in.
You look 22.
Yeah. With great eyebrows. You have great eyebrows. That is like a big thing.
I paid a lot for my eyebrows. Paid a lot for them.
Who are you paying right now in lockdown?
Not right now, but I paid a lot for them prior to lockdown.
She got somebody on the side.
Just good makeup. Not my makeup.
My neighbor was cutting people's hair out of her garage. Okay.
That doesn't seem smart.
No. When this was all really happening, we would see cars going in and out and she was cutting their hair out of her garage.
Somebody got to pay the light bill.
I guess.
Oh, she got caught. That was a big ass fine. At least it was in New York. I think it was like $10,000 in New York.
Well, you lose your license. It's real serious. But hey, people got
Marie, you should have blackmailed her. You should have blackmailed her. Be like, I need free hairstyles for like 12 months.
Oh,
or
fuck
you go
the
to jail,
hairstyles.
bitch.
Get the money. Get the money. I need to cover that. I need to cover that if you want me to be quiet. Bitch better have my money.
I just mind my own business in the neighborhood. I just look the other way.
She just on the show telling a few of her a couple thousand of her close friends. That's all.
Well, I mean, I didn't say her name. I didn't say her address or anything. I just said I saw it. So I was
hey neighbor, if you're watching.
I saw you. Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, bitches. Listen, I got spanked on Facebook twice this week.
Oh. I heard about the first one.
It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday.
So
Okay,
go
the first
spank
one.
by spanking.
I got spanked for 24 hours for saying fuck the white people. It was some post about racism, and I was like, you know what, fuck the white people.
You got to get
I
real
think
creative when addressing the
Listen,
Caucasian crowd.
within 10 minutes, and it was like, you hate speech. I'm
You know
like,
what?
hey, oh, here it is. Look it. Here it is. Look it.
You know what's
Here it is.
disgusting is there are all these
Fuck
like
the white
groups of
people.
like
Look
white
at this.
supremacists and
Right.
people
I-
condoning rapists, and
Well-
you can report them all day and they'll never get taken down. But as
Right.
soon as you tell Whitey to fuck off,
Right.
You're
But
off.
here's the thing. Like obviously on the actual comment, you could see my photo clearly next to it.
Right.
And if you look at it in the context of the post, obviously there was no hate speech going on. Like, are you kidding me? So, and it said like, oh, due to COVID-19, you know, like we don't have enough people to review it. So normally you could like send a response, but sorry.
Well, you know what?
people-
You attracted this crowd. That Charlize Theron post has attracted a lot
No,
of...
this is on my personal page. It not got nothing to do with that. So, and I know. Wait, no. The plot thickens. The plot thickens.
Well, let
okay,
us
keep
go.
it going.
So I get a message from somebody I've known since I was 18 to work in a club. Was like, "Fuck you! You reported me last week. You because I said fag and I said fucking bitch."
What?
What? Huh? Say what? Huh? Like, this is some lesbian that used to buy a bunch of dollar shots off me. That, like, she was there when my rice titties got stolen. I love this bitch. Like, she's crazy. She's always called me fag boy, right? She's just like this crazy kind of, like, I would think it's like an Italian broad. That, like, you know, if you picture like a Brooklyn bitch, you know, she'd be that broad, you know, kind of like the feathered, like lesbian hair from the 80s, like just a big broad, you know,
Oh
bulldog.
my god.
And like she's like loving Trump and stuff. And I had posted something where I was like, I put a picture of the kids up on Facebook and they had their masks on. I was like, too bad they ain't going nowhere. And Gabe was pissed. And she's like, come on, really? So that like happened like the day before. And then all of a sudden this. And I was kind of like I would never like report you for anything. Like I've put in threats to Facebook on people's posts where they're like making active, violent threats to people's lives. It's taken Facebook 3 days to get back to me, and not once have they ever done anything about it. They said, "Oh, that doesn't violate anything."
Yep, that's how it always is.
But because I said "fuck white people," the second one now that I'm blocked for 3 days, you know what it was? You know what it was?
What?
You go ahead and say that. Yep, right there.
It just hit me. Go look at my comedy page and see the rest of the story. You're gonna be like, "Ah, man, this fucking fag." Ha he he. Calling myself a fag. Calling myself a fag.
This is the way society's going, where it's very politically correct and you can't even be self-deprecating anymore.
Jeff,
Me?
Facebook just wants you to love yourself, okay?
No.
You just need to stop tearing yourself down.
It's
You
not
are
that-
a wonderful person.
No,
and
no.
I need you to
no.
just see what a great
No.
person you
No.
are.
Here's the thing.
Katrina!
Oh my God.
Yay!
Oh.
I thought it was a picture.
I thought it was too. Oh, you look great. What are you talking about?
Now she's like, James, get that fucking camera off me. It was crazy. So I'm just saying, kids, apparently, if you're gay, you're not allowed to call yourself faggot on Facebook. Unless you're lesbian.
Oh my god.
Because she could say fag boy all day long and she could call people the R word and that's okay.
I
Just
don't know.
saying.
But it did almost affect our show tonight because when I
Oh,
was trying to
yeah.
schedule,
It
schedule the show, because Jeffrey is blocked on Facebook, it almost blocked us from scheduling the show tonight.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
I cannot block her on Facebook. I cannot promote the show. I can't do anything on any of the pages. But guess what? Facebook's still allowing all my ads to boost and they're still taking all my money.
Well,
But I can't do nothing on the pages. But they're gonna take my money though. And but
So you're still in jail right now?
Oh yeah, and I'm in jail on all of my business pages. I can't do anything on the business pages. Nothing.
You
But
need
they
So
said,
how do How do we work this out today then? Did James have to schedule it?
I had to take
I had
myself
to-
off.
I had to
Well-
remove him. I had to remove him from our pages.
But get
So
this,
that we
they
could
still
do the show.
taking my
Oh
money.
my God.
Still taking my money.
So you-
Motherfuckers still gonna take my money though.
Of course.
So I have friends who are just like shit posters. They just like go into Facebook groups and they just shit post. You know, they just want to start shit. But they
I
have
love
all
shit
these.
posters.
They're fantastic, and they always post the best stuff. Like it's fresh, it's great. So they have alts because they're always in a Facebook jail. So that's what you need to do, Jeff. You need to get
Well,
yourself
that's
a couple
I
alts.
realized that later, right before the show. I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to create another Facebook page
Yep.
just because this is craziness. Because I can't be having this crap. I'm like, next
Mhm.
time, I'm like, it's gonna get longer and longer, and I can't be bothered.
Congratulations!
Oh my
Now you're a
gosh.
shit poster.
I know.
Troublemaker.
Oh, so make sure if you're just watching now, kids, go over to YouTube.com/uncensored radio. Please go to subscribe to our channel and watch our videos there and not on this godforsaken fucking platform. So
Oh my God. You're terrible.
Gonna
You're
get
You're
us all
such a
kicked out.
you're a shit starter and you're mad because you got called out. That is pretty much what happened.
I know.
And you're mad about it. Like
I
it's
know.
so funny.
Listen, it's called comedy. It's called the minute you start censoring that shit, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck about Mark Zuckerberg.
Oof, we're all gonna
Listen,
get kicked off. Now.
you-
I know. I'm just kidding. Mark,
I am
Mark, I want you to hear me.
My opinions are not
I
the
know.
same as Jeffrey's.
All right. It's not,
Yeah, we
it's
need a
not
disclaimer. We all need a
It's all-
disclaimer that comes up. We do
James,
not
can-
support Jeffrey's opinions.
James, can you put that disclaimer up real quick?
Yeah. Make sure you share this show now, everybody, because if it gets kicked off, it's proof that we have no free speech on this shit.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna be storming Parliament with your guns soon, are you?
Yeah. Well, hey, it'll be on
for a
YouTube.
second, and I thought they were kicking him off. I'm like, oh my god, they got him.
So, Kat, I reckon when we get our Botox, let's do like a little uncensored special for their YouTube channel, and we'll get filmed getting injected.
Oh my
Yes, there we go.
Why
Thank you.
not?
Thank you. We are all
Yes.
now.
Didn't we have that
Blowing up me lips?
in the first couple years too? Didn't we used to have a disclaimer that used to say that?
I think we need to keep that pretty simple.
Well, I don't know why they got rid of that disclaimer because
I won't delete that banner.
No, don't delete it.
Immediately.
That's
what was
So-
that, Kat? Sorry.
Oh, I just said, James, we need that back immediately, please.
Oh,
Yeah, just keep that on
Oh, yeah.
throughout the whole show. Just don't even put it down. Yep,
Well,
there we go.
since that disclaimer's up
Oh my
And
God.
and Miss Kitty's back. I mean, you know, when Miss Kitty's around in the house, you know, back in the old day, we used to have all these fun little catchphrases. I think the only one that might remember them is, well, Luke and James. You know, we used to get our stranger wood a poppin', get our quarters in a row. The stranger moisture.
yeah, that was a bit.
Mhm.
So, wanted me to play the theme song.
Wait, no, we don't have the no, because it's not the one. But we should let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I'm just saying.
Oh my
So
God.
I gotta tell you, so my cousin, so we're gonna start this other show, this little comedy sketch thing. It's gonna be a short little show about 3 WAP bitches with me, my cousin, and her friend, because we're just Italian nuts. And Katrina, you'll really appreciate this.
Yes.
This bitch calls me and she's
Mhm.
like, listen, you know how we share the same allergies? Well, I gotta tell you to be careful because you might be allergic to cum.
Oh, yeah. I hope not.
And I'm like,
We
wait,
would've found that out by now,
what
Jeffrey.
you would think, but I gotta say, in all my years, 36, 7, something like that. I don't know. I can't do the math. I've actually avoided this one. So Marie, take it away, because I mean I was losing it. She's in the car with a girlfriend and FaceTime me. This is what we
Oh,
talk
I'm listening. I got to
Okay.
hear this one.
Beautiful,
Since-
beautiful.
I'm trying to get ready to go to a chiropractic appointment. And you know, my husband, I'm like, dude, I'm showered, I'm clean. I'm about to go get adjusted by this man who's going to be all up on my butt and my neck and everywhere else. You know, I'm not having sex with you right now. So, of course, he threw a fit. So I was like, fine, whatever, but try not to get me all messy. So what does he do? It goes right in all over my face, in my eye, in my hair. And I was like, I just got out of the tub. Is this a joke? So I'm like this, walking to the bathroom, and I get back in there and I clean up and I come back out and I'm like, okay, I got to do my makeup, hair. And I'm like, what's wrong with my eye? Like, why is my eye so red? Like, it just starts turning red, swelling shut. I'm like,
No, that's normal.
Yeah, that's a normal reaction.
I mean, I've heard.
No,
you heard? So I get some allergy
yeah,
drops.
that's typical reaction there.
No, I mean, my eye was swollen. So I get some allergy drops, and I'm putting allergy drops in there, and I'm like, okay. And then my eye starts going back white again. And I was like, I'm going to kill you. I was like, look at my eye. And I was like, Jeffrey, I think I just had allergic reaction.
No, you understand. This bitch, she is like you don't understand. It was like swelling shut. It was getting bigger. Like it was an allergy. I had to have him look at it. He was like, yo, babe, I think something wrong. Like,
Oh, did she look like one of those mutants from Total Recall? You know,
that's
the
what
Oh
she
my
was
God.
saying. Yes, and then she was saying like it wasn't right. Like it was all like,
No, I mean, it was like red, like the whole white part of my eye was pure red, and my eye started like swelling, like shut, like halfway shut. And I was just like, what? Within 5 minutes. And I was like,
no, Marie, this does happen. And
this happens. It's
it
never
happened to
happened
a friend
me.
of mine.
Is your friend's name? Is your friend's name
Luke?
Puke?
I can't reveal any details. That would be really breaching.
It's against
someone's
Dr. Patient
privacy.
confidentiality,
I
right?
need to know what else
Mm.
because I'm asking for a friend. Things that we need to be worried about because yeah.
Are you scared this is like
Yes.
the next pandemic now, Katrina? Everyone's eyes getting swollen up.
I mean, as long as it's not COVID, I'm fine, but
I mean, I've heard from a friend, it just kind of burns like hell for a little bit, and then it usually clears up on its own. But my friend, did not learn their lesson the first time, so it's happened more than.
Oh my
What's wrong with your friend?
Wow.
So,
Your friend must just love it.
well, no. And then I'm doing the dishes, and you know when you go to put your sponge in a cup, well, the soaps came out in my face, and my husband's like, "Wow, that reminds me of the other day."
I was gonna say, was it like some PTSD flashback for you? You're like,
I was like, so, but my eye didn't turn red, so I was thinking, okay. I mean, I was just like, am I like, do I have to tell my allergist when she asks me, she's a little old lady, do I have to say, oh my God, I think I'm allergic to cum in the eye? Like, do I have to like say that? Like, because she's like this little old like lady, and I'm like, I don't know that. I think I'm gonna not share that one. I share all
well,
my.
I think that Jeff's really pushing this YouTube content. You should do it on camera.
Yeah.
That could be a YouTube special.
no,
Telling my
that's-
allergist.
it would be a red.
I say that's an OnlyFans kind of content thing.
That's what I mean, we really need Bonnie on here for this topic. I think.
But I'm glad I'm not alone. Like, I really was nervous about how red and swollen my eye was so fast. And I was like, oh no, I can't. My twin sister goes, it'd really suck if you were allergic to cum, wouldn't it?
Oh no, my friend, her eye was red for a little bit. It was awkward.
Guys, I have a move. You just got to use my move. You go like this.
That's that.
I fucking can't.
Go like this.
I know.
Yes. Yeah. It's like going to a hibachi grill.
There are so many screenshots being taken right now.
Like going
Yeah,
into
Katrina, that's going in the show reel, girl.
I think that should be a promo for your fan page.
Oh my God, so
That
many
should be a
young
promo for
boys
her
just
OnlyFans. Yes.
hit puberty watching that.
Yeah.
That's how you avoid that situation. That's all I'm saying.
Katrina, you and I are one, bitch, because I was thinking it's like a hibachi grill. Like gays are prepared to bitches to wear eyelashes. Because we know it's like going to a hibachi grill where they want to throw the food in your mouth and you're just like, we just know. We don't waste.
That's true. I'm
Gay?
gonna catch it. I'm gonna catch it.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. We know.
No.
Oh, yeah,
I'm-
bitches.
Well, and
Oh.
I told Jeffrey, I also learned not to be so honest with my management because I was late to work one day because my husband got cum in my hair and I can't wait on tables like that. So I had to get back in the shower and rewash my hair. And my manager goes, "Why were you late?" And I said, "Man, honestly, you know, my husband got cum in my hair. I couldn't come to work. I had to get back in there and wash." And he goes, "Okay." Now he tells every new employee, "So there's some excuses for being late to work. Bree has the best one." I was like, "Asshole, stop telling that story." I was like, "I'm never telling you the truth again. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna say I got pulled over or something."
You're
Okay,
like-
the best story for going home from work. So I had this lady I work with, and she was an older lady in her 50s. She always had her hair done, makeup. She was like tall and elegant. Anyway, she called up sick. She was a nurse as well. She called up sick and said, "Look, I can't come in because I've got diarrhea." And the boss at the time was like, "No, you have to come. We've got no staff. You have to come." So she literally walked in that building, went into that office, and shit herself in front of her.
Oh my God.
And she went running out crying with a towel wrapped around her, going, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed." Oh. And then she just turned to me and goes, I'm like, "There you go. That's how you do it."
That's interesting.
I tell people all the time, if you're going to commit to something, commit to it. To my employees, listen, don't call me, give me no bullshit. Don't call in and tell me you're sick if you're not sick. Just call in and be like, "Dude, fuck you. I don't want to come in today." I have more respect for you, you know? And if you're going to come in, I'd be like, "You call people you get diarrhea." They're not, well, who's going to, you know, and exactly that. You go in and shit your pants. What are they going to do? Tell you can't go home? Commit. Go all the way with it.
Well,
A lot
she
of
did.
people call in for that. Like my manager's like, "Oh, so-and-so's not coming in. Why? Because they have diarrhea." I'm like, "Huh?" I was like, "They told you that?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
You told them you had cum in your hair. But I said that her husband, like, so she's like, "Yeah," after he came in, I'm like, "You know, he's a firefighter, right?" And the whole COVID and the eye thing and the pink eye, I was like, "Bitch, you just got exposed in your eyeball from the cum, girl. It ain't good."
Oh my
Could you
God.
imagine like having to go to the doctor and like they're doing like reverse tracing or whatever? And they're like, "How could you possibly been exposed?" And Marie had to be like, "Well, what had happened?" And then having that like break nationally in the news.
Oh my
Woman
God.
gets exposed in Florida from cum shot to the eye. COVID.
I'm just glad that I'm not alone.
Could you just imagine Donald Trump breaking that news story
Oh,
at a
yeah.
press conference?
And they'd be like, "Restaurant shut down due to cum shot."
And then president's next trip to Florida.
Wow.
That would be
Speaking
amazing.
of- So I'm not happy with our premier right now, and I have to be careful what I say here. But she came on the other day because, you know, there was
I
that
thought
local
you were
case
talking
here
about a
with
TV
the
show.
nurse who has COVID that went to work. Anyway, she's like on TV and she's like, "Oh, we'll be investigating this and nurses should know they should stay home." And I completely agree with all of that. And that nurse, if she got swabbed for it, she should have stayed home until the swab came back. But I don't like this whole playing politics now, like offering the witch burning to the public to appease them, like, "Oh, we'll investigate her," and then go on your big tirade about nurses should stay home. Yeah, bloody oath we should. But what are you doing to facilitate that? Are you increasing sick hours for healthcare workers? You're just there smacking those red lips on daytime TV in that bad lighting. Just get some fucking, I don't know, just get your act together, girl.
Wait, is this that broad that was on our page?
No. She'd actually do something.
Oh. So wait, so she's like offering up the nurses as like chum for the Sharks.
Well, look, this is the environment now that's being created through the media where, like, look what's happening now in my situation. I don't want to talk too much about that either. It involves my daughter. But, you know, nurses are now being treated like lepers, and we're sort of, you know, made feel like, oh, we are all possible contagion to the rest of
You
society.
do look like you're coming down with the plague. I mean, it could just be because you're blotchy. I'm saying that with love.
It's probably because I've been spending.
So mean.
Probably because I spent the last 6 days looking after dumbasses who can't look after themselves properly. So
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
I love you.
Luke, you look good. Don't listen to him. You look good.
Thank you, Kat.
That was Marie. Which
Marie, sorry.
But I
You gotta put that face up. Thank you, Marie. And Kat, do
You're
I look good? After my Botox.
Well, look at so the healthcare. I think part of the issue that it really gets dropped in the media that everybody kind of wants to ignore, and I mean I could be wrong in Australia, but at least I know here. Part of the biggest issue is who's going to replace the nurses that are all getting yanked out of work.
right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, and so you're like, oh, don't work, go work, stay home, stay home, stay home. Well, who the hell's going to work?
Right.
Who's going to take their spot?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody here's already short staffed and they're working skeleton crews.
Mhm.
They're working overtime as it is. So first,
And you know what? For a lot of it too, it's a thankless job.
right?
I'm sort of, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm getting to the point. I'm like, do I really want to keep doing it? Because I'm over being treated like crap for helping people.
I'm not excusing her for going to work or justifying it, but I'm saying like you're putting these people in a position where they're in a no-win situation. If they don't go to work, they're going to lose their job. And they're gonna. I mean, I just don't know what they expect people to do. I mean, and it's been going on for years, and then everybody ignores it, and they vilify the nursing and medical staff. I don't. It's crazy to me. Like, let's go after the people that are really the problem. Hello.
Well, the media is loving it though. And look, there's comments on even the news articles about that nurse. Like one of them's like, "Put a bullet in the bitch."
Whoa.
The media is
that's
really
not
driving
okay.
it, and they're loving it. They're just loving it. You know, we've got this villain here now, the COVID carrier. Let's burn her. Let's all gather together and burn her. And like even some moron that I can't even go into that either because I live in a small town. It's a doctor's wife. She's like, why won't they give us her name? I'm like, because of comments like this, and I just pasted the bloody put a bullet in the bitch.
Well, in HIPAA, you can't, that's people's personal information. Like, how would you feel if you went to the doctors and had something and everyone got to have knowledge of what you were doing? You know, my husband's a firefighter, and it didn't make sense to me that they were sending them in on medical calls instead of EMTs because I'm like, or paramedics, because I'm like, well, if we have a fire and all the firefighters are sick, who's going to put out the fire? None of us are qualified to drive $1 million fire trucks, you know, and it just so happens that we had a terrible fire, and all of the fire departments had to go and help, and they fought it for days. It was jumping the highway. Like, so many people lost their homes, and I'm like, thank goodness they made the decision to stop sending the firefighters in to these sick people's houses, because like, who was going to fight that fire? Not me, you know.
Of course not. You only got one eye.
And you know, this is an issue in a lot of different fields. Like, people are not using sick time because they either don't have it or they only have so many days, so they need to save them. I mean, Look at parents. Parents have to save their sick time if their kid's homesick because the kids can't go to daycare. They can't go to school. So parents usually have to use their sick time for their kids. And then when they're sick, they have to go to work because they got to get paid. It's just what it is. Like, that's why offices all get sick. That's why, it gets passed around at schools because teachers are going to school sick and nurses. And it's like, it's in every field. Really, because there's just not the proper amount of sick time for people.
Well, I mean, wasn't there a little bit more to this story where she was
There's also
sick, like she was kind of a bitch about it?
There's also a ton of stigma for nurses to take sick time. If you call in sick and you've left all your fellow nurses with a lot of extra duty, and you get shit for calling in sick, even when you're sick. Nurses are just as bad as anybody else.
Yeah, they make you feel bad for calling in sick, but then they make you feel bad for getting everyone else sick. Like, well, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Exactly.
It's the same thing in restaurants. If somebody calls in, I have to stay there for 14 hours because I can't leave until somebody else comes in to replace me. So you hate when people call in. You don't like to call in yourself. And allergy season's really bad right now. And you can really mistake the beginning signs.
We know.
Or a virus.
What's your eye, girl?
Not just the eye, but I mean, sometimes in the beginning, I think sometimes in the beginning, you don't realize how sick you are because I had flu A. And that morning when I woke up, I didn't really feel that bad. It wasn't, and I was like, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm sneezing a little bit. And that night I had 103 fever. And so, I mean, you might not feel that sick during the day, and then it might just hit you and you're already contagious and spreading it around. So that's a problem.
We'll talk about look, we got Miss Kitty. You're all over the world, girl.
If you're a nurse on a floor.
Oh.
If you're a nurse on the floor, what happens?
If you're a nurse on the floor, you can't leave until
you keep cutting out.
You can't leave until your relief comes in.
Yeah.
You can't leave. You're there until you've got coverage.
Until you hand over. You're stuck there.
You can't just leave. Think of the nurses that worked through Hurricane Katrina. All of their relief left the city. They were on for like 48 hours straight, giving each other IVs. It's just, it's endemic in the job. You can't leave and you can't call in sick. It's the culture, even though they say they want you to call in sick, they don't.
Well, I think it's any job really that has to do with caring for people, right? Like working in a house with mentally challenged adults or a group home. I'm sure Katrina, like just where I was going with you, like traveling around the world. Like that's kind of hard to call in.
Yeah, well, there's not really calling in because if I call in, they would have to pay thousands of dollars to get someone to fly them in from wherever they are, and then
Katrina,
it's a whole thing.
What happens if you get diarrhea up in the air?
Oh yeah, that is a great question.
Is it really a great question?
Are you like, wait there, Sarah, I'll bring you a drink. I've just got to go and shit myself.
No. No. I mean, I'll commit to a good drink. I can't do that. No.
Oh, girl.
I wear a dress. Do you know what would happen to it?
Oh, that'd be coming out of your wage. You'd be have to get those carpet shampoo.
It would be very costly.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. This show's been terrible.
Speaking of money, I don't know about you guys, but has anybody seen that show on Showtime called Billions or Billions?
Yes, I love it. Billions.
Oh my God. So I just, I've been hearing about it or whatever, and I love that. What's his name right there?
I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen
Paul
it.
Giamatti. Oh no,
This
that's
one.
not Paul Giamatti.
Oh, when he was on Homeland, I had such a crush on him. I just want to do naughty things to him because he's so freaking crazy. And he's so crazy on the show. And then you got his wife on the show, the blonde there.
Mm-hmm.
James, I know the poor guy doesn't have these. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's doing
Oh, that's
I always say she looks like
I love
Cameron.
her.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
think of her. Is it Malin Ackerlin or something like that?
Yeah.
Malin Ackerman.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
she is like, so she plays his wife, and she's
She
like,
looks a
our
bit
kids
like
are rich
Rebecca
and
De
spoiled.
Mornay.
And she's like trying to make her kids like not be such rich spoiled brats in the show, and she's like a tough ass cookie. And then you got what's his name? Paul
Giamatti, yeah.
Who's like the lawyer?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got
I
to
hate
prove
that guy.
Oh my God, he's like supposed to be the good guy in the show, and you're like, he's the son of a bitch. Leave him alone. Who cares if he's screwing the stock market? He's an asshole. I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got his wife.
Oh God, we're doing the whole cast here.
no. Who's the shrink? And I'm watching the show, and I just finished the first season, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a sociopath. I know it.
Oh, is this what you were telling me to turn on instead of my movie last night?
Maybe. I don't know. This show is so delicious.
I
'Cause
think it
What
was.
channel is it on? How can I
It's on
watch it?
Showtime.
Showtime.
Oh God, I'm in Australia. Ugh.
Listen, we can't all
I'll
afford
find it.
Showtime.
I'll hook you up.
Oh, okay.
Because I love oh God, I never say it right. Secession. It's on HBO. Oh, where? I can't hear Katrina. Yeah.
Yeah.
On
What
HBO.
is it?
Succession.
Yeah.
Succession. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so good.
I can even say that, Jeff, and I've got a
Listen.
list.
Hi. So do I. But that's just, we don't play. So you'll never catch me with a Sam. It's just not gonna work out.
And you never name your kid, like you're not going to be calling them Susan or nothing. Because it'd be like, Susan.
No, that was one of my rules when I started doing foster care. Was no kids with the name S.
Oh.
So that was what you were telling me to watch instead, and I kind of wish I had.
Oh, it was so, and like it's just kind of like
They
spinning
got
all around.
Well, he died then.
I know. I
You had like a little stroke there, Jeff. You were just like,
I thought the Zuck got you, man.
Did I get frozen? Did I look good?
you did got frozen.
Was it a good thing? Did my face look good?
You looked fine.
You did.
So you, Katie and Luke, you guys like scary movies and haunted stuff and scary stuff, right?
I love it.
I gotta leave, but I want to tell you guys about this movie before I go because a girl got to get some sleep because she did not get any last night. So Luke and I are hardcore on the scary movies, so I've been hearing a lot of buzz about this one. It's called The Wretched, and it's about this ancient witch who eats children. And right there, and right there should have been my cue to turn it off, Katie. Don't watch it. Well, because I've seen movies I've seen movies where kids are the victims and they usually don't show much, right? Because it's you don't do
Dr.
that.
Sleep, they did. It was horrible.
Well, it's you
That
don't
did
show
me. I
the
was like,
shit. It was so graphic. There's like the opening scene is just this woman eating this kid. It's like eating him on his throat. And I'm like, why? No.
So
You
the opening
posted
scene
that picture,
showed
you
you
were
how bad it
sleeping, and I almost
was.
made a snarky
And then-
comment.
The opening scene showed you how bad it was going to get, Katie.
And I still went
And you
for it.
still
And then
sat through it. You deserve every bit of PTSD
Oh, no.
you have right now.
it
Yeah.
gets worse. So as you guys know, I'm mother to a young child, and I have a video monitor, as most parents do. So you can just check in on what the little shit's doing at night.
And she saw the witch coming on the
James, do you have that shot? There yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god!
That's
What?
one of the shots.
I just got chills. What is that? What is that?
It's a baby sleeping.
That is a baby sleeping, and that is the witch coming in for a snack.
Oh, wait,
From the
where's the
movie?
witch?
Yep, from the
Oh.
movie. Take it down. I'm done with it. I can't look
So
at
did
it
she
anymore.
eat that kid?
Sure did.
And it's real great. Oh, see, I don't like that.
Well,
When there
you
was-
didn't see the baby. Apparently, they draw the line at the baby. but like older
Yeah.
older kids.
Oh,
are
Oh,
fair game.
older kids.
Once they start talking, you can kill them on screen.
If they
It's
do
okay.
a toddler or a baby in a movie, I don't
Older
know.
kids were
Even
fair game, but the baby, you just see like a bunch of blood coming out from under the crib, and then the witch snatches the mother. Yeah, and then I'm like looking at my husband, and I'm like,
What's that one? What's this Stallone movie? What's the Rambo? Maybe one of the remakes he did, where they're in like a foreign country and they like kill a bunch of kids. I looked at Joe and was like, "Fucking turn this off! I can't do it."
yeah, I'm not sure how I sat through that, but I did. But besides that, it was a good movie. Go watch it, guys.
I don't.
Direction.
No.
Direction.
Support independent horror. It's great. It's
It's not going up there.
you know, I gave you your trigger warnings. I gave you your content warning.
I'll give them a check, but I'm not
I'd
watching.
rather watch porn.
So you know, that screenshot haunted me, and then like the times I would actually fall asleep, I'd wake up staring at my video monitor like, shit, it's coming.
I'd rather get pink eye.
Yeah.
I could not go
I was
into that baby's
picturing-
room the whole night. I'm like, Kyle, it's gonna come get me. It didn't
I'm
come
gonna-
for the dad, it came for the
Oh.
mom. Go.
You're
Oh
like,
my
I was going to
God.
leave the baby to its own devices. You're on your own now.
Good
I'm-
luck, Carlo.
I'm gonna go for the come in the eye instead.
Oh my
Just- well, I leave you with that screenshot, and I will see y'all Thursday. Have a lovely night.
See you, Katie.
God.
I ain't trying to watch a movie where they eat fucking babies and shit. I can't be bothered with all. That's too much.
No. Our town is really old. Like, it has Harriet Tubman's house in Auburn. Like, and there's some old houses in there that I swear to God, Jeffrey, his house was really old. We lived in some haunted houses. Like, if a house is a certain age, I will not buy it. Like, and I will not live in it. Like
Oh, well, Jeffrey, remember, like, my daughter used to go to the window at your house, like, for so many nights there, and she kept looking out the back window, and it was like during the night. I woke up and like my kid wasn't in the room. I'm like, where the hell is she? She's standing at the window. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, there's a little boy down there, and she just kept pointing out to like this dark yard, like it was the middle of the night. I'm like, there's no one there, and she's like, yeah, there's a little boy.
Oh my God, no. No.
And this went on. So the first time I was like, she's imaginative and whatever. It went on for like 3 or 4 nights. And I'm like,
I've been told by like multiple people that there's ghosts in this house. And there was like one night, I think we were doing the first radio show that I talked about it. Like Joe and I were here. He went up to bed and I was downstairs by myself. It was after we did the radio show. And somebody like came down the stairs and walked towards the room that I was in. Nobody was there. I ran up the stairs, so I jumped on top of Joe. I scared the ever living shit out of him because I wasn't playing girl. It was somebody coming down those stairs to get me, and I was,
You were
honey, I was not like, you know what I'm talking about, that feeling where you know somebody, like you could hear, like it's all hardwood floors.
and you were a
like-
little thicker then. So how fast did you move up those stairs?
Bitch, I wasn't touching them. I was there. And when I'm telling you, like I kicked our bedroom door in and I fucking leaped from the doorway on over from my side of the bed on top of Joe. And he said my body was so fucking rigid and so tight. Like he like literally fucking leaped us both up in the air and he was like, what? He was so scared. He was like, whoa. You know, he's like, he just knew something was wrong because he could feel the energy coming out of my body. He would just, I've done it to him. There was like 3 times that I've done that to him through our whole marriage. And he was just so pissed afterwards because he's like, are you fucking kidding me? There's a ghost? Really? Bitch, well, let me fucking tell you what, it was something. Okay, bitch. And then it finally happened to him and he knew better. What? Oh, you scared now?
You should probably tell that to the children. Be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
bitch. No,
you
my
act
real
up, you're gonna be up
kids,
with the
they
ghost
tweaked
now."
out. My real kids are tweaked out. They're like, yo, Daddy, we heard something.
Oh,
They're like,
But Aiden gets scared about everything. Remember,
the
my daughter brought over the Mogwai doll, Gizmo doll. And
Oh, boy.
Aiden was playing with Gizmo in the yard, left him outside. And so it rained that night, didn't it? So
Oh,
Gizmo's out there all wet. So then everyone's telling him, he's like, oh no, there's like hundreds of them now and they're going to turn into gremlins. And then I think he watched Gremlins on Amazon that he's sitting there, he's like, Daddy, I didn't mean to leave Gizmo outside. And this is going on for days. And Jeff didn't even console this kid. I'm like, Aiden, it's a movie. That's a doll, man. It's a doll.
Already watched Gremlins. He had already been watching. No,
so he knew that. Yeah, he's like, they're gonna.
No, he had already been watching. He really liked Gremlins too until he had the fucking doll in the house and it got wet. Then the thing is he got terrified at night. And we had said the word gremlin to him one night, and he fucking just all of a sudden broke down in sheer terror and started screaming, "Oh no!" And I'm just like, look at. This is where it's like a father I stopped because I have no fucking I'm like Aiden, because he's like losing it like a dramatic He is like, I was a dramatic child, but this kid.
I wonder where he got that from.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Nah, he makes me look like a fucking. No, bitch, no. There's
no way.
He's like, Alien! Bitch, all I did was say the word gremlin. This is. He didn't see one. There wasn't one on TV. There wasn't one in the house. All I did was say the word, and he just all of a sudden ended up on the floor screaming.
And you think Jeff's exaggerating? He's
I'm not. Not even
not at all. Not at all.
I'm not making.
I have the photo somewhere of when we just took the photo of Gizmo sitting out. And you can actually see like rain pouring on him, and he's just sitting on the table looking through the window at us. I remember Aiden's like, I didn't mean to get him wet, Daddy. I didn't mean to get him wet.
So, needless to say, I've been meaning to get like a Gizmo and just like, wait till like the middle of the night and leave it just sitting in the hallway.
Jeffrey.
Because this was months ago.
Jeffrey.
Just that night that hits real bad.
Oh my god.
Gizmo or an actual like when they turn into a gremlin?
No,
Gizmo's cute.
No,
just Gizmo's sweet. Why is anyone scared of Gizmo?
No, and not Gizmo. The other one, the one with the crazy eyes, the crazy one that turns.
Oh, that simple one. Yeah, I've got that one here. Food? Yeah, I've got it. I'll bring it over next time, and we'll just leave it. No, I'm not getting involved in this.
Listen, you can't be my kid and not get pranked, okay?
Jeffrey, he will talk about this in therapy. He will talk about this in therapy and tell his therapist how his dad messed with him with the gremlins.
And then this Australian guy bringing gremlins to the house.
But I sit down and I talk to them and tell them Aiden, it's a movie. They're not real. We sit down and we talk about movies. And I'm just honest with them. I'm like, Aiden, this shit's not real. It's a fucking puppet, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'll show them behind the scenes stuff. I want them to know. And he's like, oh, can I watch Deadpool? Can I watch Deadpool? And I was like, here's the thing, Aiden. When I was your age, I got to watch all those movies. But I don't trust you because you swear in front of people. You went to school and called your teacher a pussy.
Oh!
So, no. Because he ended up seeing, he may have overheard me practicing for one of my stand-up routines and heard the word pussy. And
Bad dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The Bad Moms movie? I'm running Bad Dad over here. Ring. Hello, CPS. Hi, we saw on the radio show last night that this father, he likes to scare his kids with a Gizmo doll. And his kid went and told his teacher that he was a pussy.
Oh my god.
And his cousin's allergic to semen.
Yeah.
And
he said fucking white people, and he called them stuff a faggot on Facebook. So we'd like to report him as a bad dad. Please take his kids away. Once black, you should know.
Oh my god. Oh, he is so hyped up. Blocking him. He is so mad about it.
I know, because he's got no outlets. He's got no outlet right now.
I know.
I'm like, I can't have anything to do with it. I'm like, because I can't post on the show's account. I'm like locked out of all of it. But them sons of bitches are taking my money. That's what's pissing me off. So I have
You can't watch your lady. You can't watch your lady doing the drugs, you know, and your live show and all that. So you're mad right now.
but I couldn't comment on it. So I would just like go insane and break my phone. So the only thing, I'm on Twitter. Like, you know, I love Twitter because on Twitter I really go nuts because I don't have any friends or family on there. So then I could really say what I want. And I love like retweeting Donald Trump and like talking really crazy shit. Because here's my thing though, for real. Honestly, though, on like Facebook, I'm just really trying to make people laugh. Like, I'm trying to have a good time. Like, I don't really take shit seriously. Like, I told this chick that messaged me, like, dude, I don't care that you like Trump. Like, we're friends. Like, I don't take anything personally. Like, I'm not that one. Like, you can love Trump. I love you as you. Like, how your politics, and that's got nothing to do with us. Like, I'm not that one. Like, I have friends that like get offended and they block their friends and they cancel friendships over politics.
I've never unfriended a person over politics.
Like, I don't care. And I will not engage. Never. I will not get into a throwdown fight with a friend over politics. I'll just shut it down and move on and say, you know, whatever. And for me, I don't really take it that seriously. Like, I'll say some shit just to get people riled up.
And that's the thing, you do that in the family too, and people will say, well, Jeffrey said this and Jeffrey said that, and I'm like,
she was, oh my God, Katrina, do you remember this? Because Katrina was in my wedding, right? So I don't remember this, but so Marie was telling me, because we were talking about her dad who died, because Katrina remembered your father, that I apparently started a rumor in the family that I was going to wear a wedding dress. And it pissed everybody off in my family. I don't remember this.
I'm telling you. And it was a pink. I think it was a pink wedding dress or something crazy. I don't even know. That's what my dad told me. And I said, Dad,
that sounds
like
familiar.
Because
a pink dress with a tutu.
But this is my whole thing, though, Jeffrey. You used to dress up in your mother's clothes and perform and make videos when you were really young. So it's not something I was like, Dad, why do you know, how do you not know this? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I
How
used
do
to
you
get
not know?
my little tape player and do Barbie and the Rockers.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. And
you didn't you even wear your mom's wedding dress one time? In a video?
It was like her bridesmaid dresses and her high heels.
Yes.
So you think you're to it by now?
Yeah, you would think.
You know, but the thing.
Well, with all of that evidence presented here on Facebook, surely they should unblock you for calling yourself a fag.
Well, there's pictures that I've been tagged in of me like in drag. And the one comment was on the post that I shared of like the thing about bringing guns to like a gay pride thing and we're not a bunch of bitches. And it was like, go check my comedy page for like, because I left part of the joke out because it was so kind of naughty.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, James.
It was a bit naughty.
What?
It was a bit naughty.
It was a bit, well, because it was like, I'm not upset at you for crying because.
Hey, wait. Are you telling James to share it here? Because then you're implicating all of us. We don't want to go to jail with you.
Right.
No. I just
not agree with whatever
throw it up quick.
I'm trying to remember what the hell, like, it was something about them crying over not being able, or because they brought guns to the protest. So it was like
on your Facebook page, Jeff?
It was on the comedy page.
On the comedy.
Put the last ass end of the joke.
Wasn't it something about you sucking their boyfriend's dick or something? Or the
yeah, that was the ass end of the joke. But I stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Because at the
it made me laugh. I laughed when I read it. I laughed.
Right.
I just have to make sure that I don't have anything pop up.
Well, you don't need to share it.
I want to see this pop-up stuff on his,
Okay, so yeah, the part of it is No, if you're
Trying
on,
to read this. My eyes are
Okay.
bad.
you don't
Sorry.
see assault rifles and guns at gay pride parades because we aren't a bunch of scared little bitches. So on my personal page, because I didn't want to go too crazy, I said, okay, really, only shared this because it made me laugh, which was true. I already know a few of you are grabbing your dicks and lowering your voice, saying, I ain't no fucking bitch, Jeffrey. Relax. But I don't think you were a bitch for that. I thought you were a bitch for crying during Grey's Anatomy. So I didn't want to put the whole thing. I took it to the comedy page because I thought it was too dirty. So the rest of the joke was, can you pull that back up? I need the second part.
Hold on. I got confused. I got lost. Hang on.
There we go.
Okay, now I got to pull this closer. Hold on. The second part, the rest of the story was not only was he crying over Grey's Anatomy, his girl was sleeping and I was going down on him. Feel me? Gotta love a diehard Republican, always up for head.
Whoa.
So that was the post that I was telling the guy to go over to my comedy page to see. Because he is like a diehard Republican, got, picture of him and his gun on his page. And I'm calling myself a fag over that. And that's what I got blocked for.
Wow.
Which I thought that was a great joke personally. Maybe I'm wrong.
My husband got locked out of Facebook for changing his name to something that wasn't his name, a nickname for his spearfishing crew. They locked him out of his account, and he had to ask them, "Why'd you lock me out?" Oh, because you changed your name.
There's so many jokes I want to say right now, but I can't because I'm too afraid I'll get blocked.
I remember my drag
You can't
page
get blocked
for
again
a while.
since you're already blocked.
Yeah, you're already blocked.
My drag page, I had to verify that it was me or something. So this isn't a real identity and rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, of course it's not because it's me in a dress. And then eventually it got put. I think there was some thing where they were shutting down drag pages. This is going back to 2010 or something.
Yeah.
And then they were bringing them back then because they got called out for it.
Well, they weren't shutting down drag pages. They were just trying to force everybody to go by their legal name. So they were changing the names on the drag pages.
Yeah, my real name's not Catastrophe, everybody. It's not Catastrophe. Go figure.
Yeah. No, I think his was like JTT because their spirit is just the tip, is what their spearfishing team is called. ATT McNasty. I think.
Of course, his would be just the tip.
Just the tip, yeah.
Because
the guys say
Thomas.
You just
one more time.
I thought it stood for Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
What happened to JTT? I loved him.
I heart JTT. I just meant I heart just the tip. That makes way more sense.
They said the guys at work explained to me, you just give the girl just the tip until you find out whether she's crazy or not. That's what they said. I'm like, okay.
For just the tip, you're gonna make her crazy.
I said, well, me personally, I probably wouldn't have messed with you if it was just the tip. I would think you had a small penis. So I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm good. So yeah, I don't know. That's what they said it means, just the tip. I was like, okay, it's a guy thing, I guess. Jeffrey, do you practice that, just the tip?
No, honey, I'm gay. We go down to the base. Vera, I'm sure you can relate. I feel like Vera is like the gay champion.
I'm having trouble hearing
Vera,
now.
I was going to say Vera Fraser.
Vera is in Marie this week. Vera
has a bad connection.
freezing.
I hear anything you're saying.
That was me the past 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. You're glad that you should be grateful, Vera, that you missed that one.
She's like the champion. So I know we're headed towards. She is the champion of France.
She's completely frozen.
She'll take it to the base.
I think you gave her a stroke, Jeff.
She
I
just
think Vera had a stroke.
Oh boy.
Someone check on her, quick.
Oh,
She
no.
dropped out. She was having a bad connection, guys.
So I don't know if you guys saw it, which we're not gonna have enough time to get into the topic, so we can do it on Thursday. But I want to go over. I don't know, Katrina, because you've been like so crazy. But I've been having before.
She's
all
been
this
taking the
crazy-
tip.
Katrina ain't never taken a tip.
Oh no, poor Vera. Now her tongue stuck out. Like,
Just the tip.
She's giving you competition now,
Just
Katrina.
the
With
tip.
that.
I know.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Vera.
Snorted. Oops.
Oh my God. When you go off the rails. So listen. So I found this really fun thing about people. I can't even. I just want a little bit of the tip, please. It's been a long time.
oh God.
Listen, this show has made my face hurt from laughing so much. Like my face hurt.
Listen, that's all we used to do back in the day. Ask Katrina. We used to
Oh
get
my
guys to
God.
tell us our favorite question was how many quarters. And people would be
Yes.
like, what? We're like, we want you to measure your dick and
Yep.
tell us how many
This is
quarters.
somebody
Or how many tablespoons?
Didn't
Oh,
Farmer
that
say
was-
he was going to get back to us with that?
I don't like
Mm.
that one as much.
What? How many?
No.
No, you
Yeah,
want to
that
know the
was-
quarters.
Who came up with the tablespoons? Who the
You.
hell was that? Me?
You.
Oh, you know why? It was because Joan Rivers. It was the tablespoons.
2
because
points.
No, it was 7 points for 2
7 points?
tablespoons. Yes, on
Yeah.
Weight Watchers. We needed to
Mhm.
know.
Yep. That's right.
It's important because that's like what do you half your day's half your day's points?
Oh my God.
Yeah. It wasn't that many points. It was fine.
Oh, maybe it was 3 points.
You
I don't
can
know. You have
Yeah.
all you want. You're fine.
all hail Joan Rivers. She was
Oh
giving you
my God.
important tips back in the day. Honey, be
Oh,
careful swallowing. It's a lot of points.
Oh my God.
Lesbians, less points.
Oh.
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 I don't mind. I just got to get my Cooper to gear. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell the story. Did you guys see that? James, do we have the video? Oh, no, you probably didn't.
What video?
Oh, it's Stefan.
Yes, you shared it on the
It's on
page.
Facebook, but I
But it's
didn't.
on
I
Facebook.
didn't get it. I didn't get it uploaded.
Okay, guys. So if you missed it, last show on Thursday, during the show, I kept, what the hell's going on outside? So my neighbor, Mr. Straighty Pants, went outside the window and was Say Anything Me with the actual Say Anything song in a boombox. Yeah, he sure did. Mr. Sexy Pants, where all the gays want him. You know, Luke, Stefan,
Yeah, I know Stefan, the police
Yeah, yeah.
officer.
Hockey
Yeah.
Trot, was definitely hanging outside. Katrina, you know him. Yeah.
How well?
Yeah.
Hi, Katrina.
Oh, he had a girlfriend then. Otherwise, it would have been well.
Otherwise, I might have known him a little better.
Yeah. So he was hanging outside the window, holding up the boombox, giving me some Say Anything. So you can go check that video out on the Facebook page. But yes, I love him. So then we partied the next night for his retirement.
Mhm.
Oh, he's
I know.
retired
And
from the police force.
and what did I text you? What did I text you when you posted that to Facebook? What was my text to you?
She was like, "What's going on with you two?" I'm like, "Nothing."
No, I said fuck boy ?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay, like I'm like, fuck boy ? I'm like, tell me what's going on here. I was like, I can't. And he's like, so then I said, okay, well, is it terrible that a straight guy can be so cool with a gay guy? And I'm automatically like, yeah, he wants you. And I'm like, I'm an asshole for that. I was like, because that's just messed up. I was like, no. I was like, you know what? He seems like a really nice guy then, because that was funny that he did
It's
that.
okay, Marie. We forgive you. You were impaired at the time. Yeah.
It's not-
You weren't seeing straight.
I was like, oh my God, that might be Jeffrey's next husband or something, even though he swears he's never getting married again.
Oh, honey, I have no problem getting married again. I want to be like
You
Elizabeth
too?
Taylor, darling. These have always brought me luck.
Where to go, boo?
Oh boy.
No, but here's the thing with Steffi. If you paid attention to my Facebook, like he's the one that I posted. Oh, it's nothing like hearing a rumble and looking out your window and seeing somebody mow your lawn.
Mhm.
I love him, darling. He's my straight boyfriend.
I see. I get it. I do. My mechanic is my second husband.
Yeah. But
Believe
he's okay, kids. So here's the thing. You can follow us over on social medias down below. Check us out. Please, 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 kids. If you follow us, you like us, and maybe think we're enjoyable, share our show. Oh, excuse me, I got a cough. Oh, it's not good. Oh.
COVID. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I got the Rona.
And you reckon I'm dying from it? Look up here.
What? No, it's that slag down there. He's been getting dick left and right. Because he goes, you know what he does, girls? You know what he does? He goes to the coffee shop and he goes, "Hello, fellas."
True. Coffee shop is closed.
He goes, he's like, I'm on the
lying
front
again.
line. He's like, I'm on the front line. I'm on the front line and I'm a bottom.
Looks like
Wait,
he's
what?
lying again. He's lying again.
What did Katrina say? What did Katrina say?
I said that's a good line. I like it. What's wrong with that?
See?
That's the line every time I say
Look at Luke's face.
I just don't know where to go with it. I kind of sometimes want to run with it and be like, yeah, and then ask for extra shots. And I'm like, no, I'm not feeding into Jeff. I won't do it.
Oh.
Because you don't know how far he'll go then. He'll just take it and take it.
all the way.
He'll get us all blocked from Facebook. All of us.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, girls. I have the footage from this summer that shows he's a whore.
That you do not.
Oh, look at that face. Do you think that's an innocent face right
Yeah.
there? Look at him.
Innocent face.
Oh, real innocent. That's a dick sucking face right there.
Oh.
Get the camera off me there.
Busted!
Run the
Listen,
credits, James.
That is Jeffrey's claim to fame. Oh, you and your husband are arguing? Oh, go suck his dick. He'll be fine. That's Jeffrey.
Oh, there's
Look
my
where that got us. He's nearly blind.
Wait, what, Katrina?
I said, but he's right. Has he ever stayed mad after?
No, you're right. that's
Honey,
Jeffrey.
listen.
Yeah.
How do you think that Joe and I stayed together for as long as we did?
Oh.
Honey, then I got TMJ and what happened?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Make sure you guys are following us on all of our social medias. All the links are down below. We are live on 2 different locations. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. So make sure you guys are following us and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
YouTube.
YouTube.com/uncensored radio.
I'm broken.
Luke's just like, what the hell did I get myself into tonight?
Go subscribe on YouTube, please, and
With
share
all
with
the
your
shit
friends.
Facebook's been doing, with all the shit Facebook has done to us, we want to drive as many of you guys to YouTube as possible. So youtube.com/uncensored radio.
Oh, and if you'd like a free copy of Christine Elise McCarthy's book, Bathing as a Single Girl, drop us a message and let us know, and we'll ship that out to you, and she'll send you a little cameo message. So if you were a fan of Beverly Hills 90210 and Emily Valentine, or of Child's Play, number 2, she played Kyle in there and kicked Chucky's ass, we'll give you a copy of the book, and she'll send you a little personalized message. Just let us know, and it's that easy. I'm going to send you one of my favorite books to finish reading while we're still trapped in the house, because I just like to give away shit.
Also, make sure you watch Billions on Showtime.
Oh, yes. It's my new favorite show.
I've been watching like bits and pieces over Jeffrey's shoulder, and I'm kind of mad that I haven't been watching it with him. So,
See, bitch. Oh, Miss Kitty, I've missed you so. See you Thursday.
See you
night,
guys.
everybody.
Night.